Good afternoon, student. Yesterday we have been discussing about the principles of plant layout, and in that we have discussed that for the proper design of the plant layout, it is very necessary that we have to consider the some principles, and that principles are nothing but that is the integration. Means the integration of production center like workers, machinery, raw material, etc. in a logical and balanced manner. So all these facilities for the manufacturing of the products, and this is for the workers, the machinery, raw material, that should be integrated. Okay, so that should be the first principle of the plant layout. Second is the minimum movement and the material handling. Obviously, the we have to design the plant layout in such a way that there should be the minimum movement of the plant, and there should be the material handling. Okay, so the number of movements of workers and the material should be minimized. Okay, so that they can focus on the work uh, rather than just moving here and there and movement of the workers. So they will spend more time in just bringing the raw material and like that. So the basic principle of the plant layout is that the minimum movement and the material handling should be there. Next is the smooth and continuous flow. Obviously, uh, there should be the smooth and continuous flow of these raw materials, and the finished products should be there for because the semi-finished products that may flows from one department to the other department in a time bound. Okay, so that it could be further finished in the different departments. Cubic space utilization means sometimes we have very small space in the plant for the raw material as well as the semi finished products, and therefore in that case if you use the some space selling height, we can also use for some material accommodations, and in the same rooms we can accommodate the more products. Okay, so the box or the bag containing the raw material or goods can be stacked one above to store the more items in the same room. So that is called as the cubic space utilization. Next is the safe and improve environments. Obviously, the working place should be safe. It should be the well ventilated. Proper air should be come in and out of the room. It should be free from the dust, noise. There should not be any chemical fumes, odors, or any hazardous conditions. Okay, in the working plane, so that working plane should be safe and improved. That will improve the environment for working condition. And the last principle of plant layout is the flexibility. Obviously, the plant should be flexible enough. So in automotive and other industries where the models of the product change after some time. Okay, so we also use the some techniques. For example, a mathematical model. Oh, okay, but at the same time, there are some changes in the models of the product after some time, and therefore uh, it is better to permit all possible flexibility in the layout. So that should be the principle of the layout. Now next we will discuss the types of layout. What are the different types of the layouts are there? So first we'll discuss the process layout. Okay, so the in process layout has some type of the diagram. Jagruti, don't annote on the screen. So this is the process layout. In process layout, the it shows the movement of the product like this. The process layouts is like this. So these are the different sections are there, and this is the block diagram of the process layout. So then it is also known as the functional layout. The process layout is also known as the functional layout. It will show the functions of every department. Okay. So the product flows like this. Product comes in such a way. It has come in one. So this is a storeroom. So raw material is comes in a storeroom. From the raw material, the go go to the lathe section, and from the lathe section, the product may go to the, this is a fourth is the milling section. In the after milling section, it may go to the, this third number is the uh, broaching section, and from the broaching section it goes to the shaper section. So this is a shaper section. 6 number is the shaper section, and from shaper section it may go to the inspection department. So from the inspection department it may directly go to the 8 number. This is a stock room, and from stock room it may be ready for the sale. So these are the movement of the product in case of the process layout. So this I will give the name to this. Suppose one is, this is the store. One is the storeroom. Second, it is the inspection department. After that, it is a third is the broaching section. Third is the sorry, fourth is the milling section. Fifth is the lathe section. Sixth is the shaper section, and seventh is the drill section, and eighth is the stock room. So in this way your product moves in the if the process layout is there. So process layout is characterized by keeping the similar machines or similar operations at one location. So similar machines and similar operations, they are at one location, so that there is no movement of these machines as well as the product from one place to the another places. So similar whatever the operations they have to, functions they have to perform on the raw material, that is very they are very they place very near to each other, and therefore there is a less movement of the products. So we have seen that the when the product is comes in the storeroom, how it moves from one department to another department, and finally it reaches to the stock room. So the this type of the layout is generally employed in industries engaged in a job order production. So some jobs, different companies they orders to the different companies, and therefore if they got some job order, then such type of the process layout they use for the job order production. Job order production and non-repetitive kind of the maintenance or manufacturing activities. So if there is a non-repetitive kind of the maintenance or the manufacturing activities are there, such type of the process layout is generally used. So what are the advantages of this process layout? we have seen that this is a process layout. It is also called as the functional layout. So the advantage of this process layout is that this is very simple process layout. The advantage is that it is simple. A wider flexibility exists as regards allotment of the works to equipments and workers. Okay, so this is the, we can say, advantage is that it is a wide flexibility is there. Okay, second is the better utilization of the available equipments, optimization of the equipments, we can say better utilization of the available equipments. Why it is a better utilization? Because the because of this design of this process layout, because all the departments they are near to each others, and therefore they can use all the machineries in their nearby workplace, and therefore there is a better utilization of the available machineries, or you can say equipment. Next advantage is that comparatively less number of the machines are needed. Okay, comparatively less number of the machines are needed, because all the machines, all the lathe machines, they are at the same place, and therefore comparatively less number of the machines are needed, and this involves the reduced capital investment, reduce capital investment, because the space is very less and all the machines are at the same place, and therefore there is no need to have the separate machine for the separate department. Okay, so in overall we reduce the capital investment for such type of the process layout. Next is the better product quality. We can ensure better product quality. Whatever the material we have manufacturing, that will have the better quality, because of the supervisors and workers they attend uh, to these activities. Okay, so variety of the jobs coming as different job orders make the work more interesting for workers, because this type of the process layout they are generally used for the job order production. Okay, therefore the different orders they got, therefore they have to work on different orders, and therefore definitely there is advantages for the workers. They will get some knowledge, some skills in producing these activities. Okay, next is the workers in one sections are not affected by the nature of operations carried out in the another section. As we have seen that the workers in one section, they do their works, and once it is finished, it will hand over to the other departments. In this way the flow of the material is from one department to the another department. So these are, there are some advantages of the process layout. Some disadvantages are also there. What are the disadvantages? Disadvantages is that for the same amount of the production, process layout needs more space. Okay, disadvantages is that for the same amount of the production, process layout needs more space. That is the disadvantages. Second is the automatic material handling is extremely difficult. There is no even though automatic material handling is there, but it is extremely difficult in case of this process layout. Next is the more material in process remains in queues for further operations. Okay, because we have to follow the queue, and therefore in one department the material may be ready, but in the next department the work may be continue, and even though one department completes its work, it depends on the next department, and therefore the material in process remains in queues for further operations. Next disadvantage is that the completion of the same product takes more time, and the work in process inventory is large. production control become difficult, and it needs more inspection and efficient coordination. So these are the some disadvantages of this uh, process layout. Okay, so next we will discuss some discuss the another layout that is called as the product layout. Product layout. So it is also known as the line layout. It is also known as the line type of layout. Okay, and it implies the various operations on raw material are performed in a sequence, and the machines are placed along the product flow line. That is, machines are arranged in sequence in which the raw materials will be operated upon. So when the raw materials we get in case of this product layout, that raw material has to be uh, flow from the different departments, and we have to perform some operations on the raw materials, and once it is performed, it is dispatched to the other department. So this type of the layout is preferred for the continuous production. If the continuous production is there, then this type of the layout is generally preferred for continuous production. That is involving continuous flow in process material toward the finished products. Okay, so a simple product layout diagram is like this. So there is a lathe machines is there, suppose. Lathe machine. This is a drilling section. After that there is a milling section. After that again there is a drilling section, and then it is a grinder. Okay, so such type of the simple product layout is there. The product has to move from raw material is there. Some operations are performed on raw material with the help of the lathe machine. Then drilling is also drilling machine was is there. So some operations are also performed on drill machine, and it is again given to the milling machine. Again it requires some drilling and then grinder. So such type of the uh, layout is there, and what type of the product layout is there, that we'll discuss now. So it is a storeroom. Store, storeroom. So it is the flow line. This is the X line, this is Y line, and this is Z line. Okay. So some machines are placed here. D, E, F, and G. Okay, A and B machines are placed here. Okay, and then the material will flow like this. Again, there are some machines in the main line H and I, and the product again flow in this direction Z line, and it is again perform over these three machines, that is L, K, J. Then it is again assembled with this at point V. Again, it is perform on this machine M, N, O, P, and then it is sent to the stock room. So I will explain now. The raw material from the store is fed to the three lines. Okay. So the raw material which is kept in the storeroom, and it is fed to the three lines, that is X line, Y line, and Z line. The material in the X line get processed on the machines D, E, F, and G, and meets the material of Y line, and it meets the material on Y line after it has been processed over this machine A and B, and it is and are again it is assembled at W. Whatever the semi-finished product come from this line and semi-finished product come from this line, some operations are performed on this machine A and B, and this semi-finished product is again reassembled at the point W. So again some operations are performed on the machine H and I. So till the another parts comes from the Z line, till the another parts which comes from the Z line. So some raw material which is also coming from the Z lines, and it is processed over this machine LKJ, and again it is meets with this material which come from this side, and it is again reassembled at viewpoint. It is again assembled with the main product at V. So after that the total assembly gets worked on machine. Total assemble work, total assemble parts or the equipments is again processed over this machine MNOP, and then it goes to the stock room. So this inspection phase has not been shown here, okay, for the sake of the simplicity. So this is the product layout. This is called as the product layout. Product layout. So what there are some advantages is there. The less space is required for the same value of the production. Automatic material handling is possible in this case. Lesser material handling moment and time and cost. Less in process inventory. Okay. So the less in the process inventory is there. Product, because semi-finished products comes on one side, all the three direction it is coming, and it is again reassembled on the main line. It is again operations are being performed by these machines, and therefore there is a better coordination and simple production planning and control is there. Smooth and continuous workflow is there. Whatever the principle of plant layout we have discussed, and the less skilled workers will serve the purpose. Even though the workers are not skilled, they can be also used for this process. That is, a less skilled workers can also be used on this product layout. But similar to the some advantages, there are some disadvantages as compared to the process layout. This product layout has disadvantages that since the specified product determine the layout, some specific products are there that products require this layout, such type of the layout. So some since the specific product determine the layout, a change in the product involves the major change in layout. So whenever we have to change in the product design, it will involve in the major changes in the layout, and therefore flexibility is considerably reduced in this case. Flexibility is considerably reduced, and the pace or the rate of working depends upon the output rate of the slowest machine. Okay, whatever the pace or the rate of the operation of this layout, it depends upon the uh, pace of the slowest machine, because see, the products are coming from this side, products are coming from this side, but until the products come from this side, it will not be reassembled here. So it depends on the slowest, uh, it depends upon the rate of the slowest machine. This involves the excessive idle time for the other machines. Other machines, they have to unnecessary remain in the idle condition, and therefore uh, this is this will cause the unbalance. Okay, so this is some disadvantages. The machine being scattered along the line. Okay, we can see that machines are scattered along the line. More machines of each types have to be purchased for keeping a few as a standby. More machines are required, and some machines we have to also keep in the standby. Suppose the problems occurs in one machine, then the standby machine can be placed in case of the uh, faulted machines. So because of one machine in this line fails, it may lead to the shutdown of the complete production line. Okay, if the one machine is having some difficulty, it will completely shut down the machine, and therefore this is the disadvantage of this layout. And it is difficult to increase the production layout, the capacity of the production line. That is some advantages and disadvantages of the product layout. So next type of the layout is the combination layout. Next type of the layout is the combination layout. So why the name is called as the combination? Because the it will combine the process as well as the product layout, process and product layout. What are the advantages of both? What are the disadvantages of this both? That is this that somewhat is reduced in case of the combination layout. That is a combination of both. The combination of process and product layout combines the advantages of both the types of layout. Moreover, these days, pure products or process layouts are rare. Okay, most of the layouts are the combination layout. Means in both the layouts are present in case of the combination layout. That is a product layout and process layout. So this will the give you the more flexibility. Most of the manufacturing sections are arranged in process layout, with the manufacturing line occurring, and whenever condition permits, a combination layout is possible where an atom is being made in different types and size. Therefore, in such cases, the machineries are arranged in a process layout, but the process grouping is then arranged in a sequence to manufacture the various types and size of the products. So point to note is that no matter the product varies in size and types, the sequence of operation remains same, or we can say similar. So the product layout is generally the diagram for this, as this is a combination of both process and product layout. So combination layout for making different types and size of the gears. Uh, this is the storeroom. Storeroom, then This is a process layout, and this is the product layout. Okay, so the machines are like this, and here it is a storeroom. Okay, so the combination of layout for making different types and the size of the gears. So this F1, what is this F? This is a blank forging hammers. These are hammers, black forging hammers. This is HI. What is this HI? This machineries, hobbing machineries for cutting gear teeth. Okay. Similarly, HT, first operation, GF, first operation. So such type of the operations are being performed here. So what is the HT? HT is the heated treatment furnace. What is S stands? ST stands for the heat treatment furnace. What is GF stands for? Gear finishing machine. Gear finishing machine. So such type of the operations is there. This is the first operation, and this is second, third, fourth. Okay. So this is the combination layout. This is the combination of both the process layout as well as the product layout. And S stands for this. F stands for the blank forging hammers. S stands for the hobbing machineries for cutting the teeth, and ST stands for the heat treatment furnaces, and GF stands for the gear finishing machines. So such type of the layout is there. Combination layout is useful when the number of items are produced in the same sequence. Such type of the layout are generally used when the number of items are produced in the same sequence, but none of the items are to be placed in bulk. Okay, and thus no item justifies for an individual and independent production unit. So for example, files, hacksaws, circular metal saws, wood saws, etc. can be manufacturing on the combination of layout. So if you see the wood cutting machines or the sawmills, okay, so such type of the um, mills, they have this combination type of the layout. Wood saws, metal saws, circular metal saws, hacksaws, this etc. can be manufacturing on the combination type of the layout. And next we'll discuss the fixed position layout. Fixed position layout. So this fixed position layout by fixed position of the product is inherent in ship building. Whenever we build the ship, we build some aircrafts. So building of the ship and aircraft manufacturing uh, and the big pressure vessels fabrications, this requires this fixed position layout. So in other types of the layout discussed we have earlier, that is the product moves from the stationary production equipments. Okay, whereas in this case the reverse applies. The product moves from one department to the another department, what we have seen in the previous type of the layout. But in this case, in the fixed position layout, here happening reverse. Men and equipments are moved to the material. Material does not move in this case. Men and equipments, they move to the material, which remains at one place. Material remains at one place. Material never moves from one place to the another place. What moves here? Here moves the machinery and workers. And the product is completed at that place where the material lies. Where the material lies. For example, suppose we have to make the aircraft. Aircraft is very very big, and therefore we never move the aircraft from one place to the another place. Okay, so we have to move. Okay, I think less than 1 minute is there. I think, thank you very much for watching lectures, and I think there are the 10 students are present. Thank you very much.